All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. We're here today to celebrate the annual induction of students and a faculty member into the Rho Chi Honor Society. I'd like to start by introducing Dr. Rotz and myself, who serve as co-advisors for the Rho Chi Society. Dr. Rotz is a clinical associate professor in the Department of Pharmacy Practice. And I'm Dan Canny, associate professor of medicinal chemistry in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. I may have said that. Dr. Rotz is an associate professor in the Department of Pharmacy Practice. Anyway, we are co-advisors, and we will host the ceremony today with the help of the student officers from the class of 2022. I'd like to begin by welcoming students, family members, loved ones, faculty members, and staff to our celebration today. And thank you for attending this event to support these students and to recognize their academic accomplishments. Before we get started, I wanted to thank some people that helped make this event possible today. Katie Batista, the Assistant Dean of Marketing and Communications, Carla Moffitt, Assistant Director of Marketing, Haley Ashby, our Student Services Coordinator, Elmira Cutler, Administrative Assistant in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and finally, the officers of the class of 2022 who will help Dr. Rotz with the ceremony today. I'd like to introduce the current officers now, and I'll do that again a little bit later. President is Jesus Arriaga, Vice President Michael Belperio, Secretary Jordan Plummer, and Historian Latifatu Ojo. So at this time, I'd like to provide a little bit of background about Rho Chi and how members become eligible. Rho Chi is an academic honor society in pharmacy. It's a member of the Association of College Honor Societies. It was established in 1922 at the University of Michigan. And our Beta Lambda chapter was chartered back in 1955. Temple was the 58th pharmacy school to be chartered with the national office. Students become eligible, pharmacy students, professional students, they must be full-time students enrolled in an ACPE accredited professional program. They must have completed no less than 1/2 of the required didactic coursework as defined by their degree, and they must rank in the highest 20% of their class. For graduate membership, students must be pursuing a Master of Science or a Doctor of Philosophy degree and majoring in an area of pharmaceutical study that is mentored by a member of pharmacy faculty. They must have completed no less than 1/2 of the required coursework as defined by their degree and maintain the equivalent of a cumulative GPA average of 3.5 or higher. Faculty membership. A faculty member must be appointed in a school of or college of pharmacy, be eligible to vote on faculty matters in that school of pharmacy, and have a principal duty to instruct or perform research or administrative duties in a school of pharmacy. All right, so that's how people become eligible for induction. The vision and mission statement for Rho Chi, as described in the national bylaws, is as follows. Society's vision is to advance pharmacy through sustained intellectual leadership. The mission of the society is to encourage and recognize intellectual achievement, stimulate critical inquiry to advance pharmacy, contribute to the development of intellectual leaders, promote the highest ethical standards, and foster collaboration. To give you some idea of some of the contributions of our current and past Rho Chi members in the professional program, we have each year Rho Chi is involved in preparing a poster for Pharmacy Week that's on a variety of different healthcare topics, and it's often presented either at the hospital, in the lobby of the building, or elsewhere in their surrounding area. We also send representatives to the national meeting of Rho Chi. That is held in conjunction with the APHA meeting, and we generally send several of our officers to that meeting. In past years, we have also held a student faculty volleyball game, but this past year, we have not been able to do that for obvious reasons. The same is true of the organ donor dash team that we generally organize. That's a opportunity to promote organ donor awareness. And again, we usually do that. This past year, we've not, but we'll get back to it next year, hopefully, or as soon as we can. One thing the students have been active doing this year during the pandemic has been tutoring. That's something that's been ongoing with Rho Chi for many years, and they've been continuing that tradition this year very actively. For graduate students, our graduate students make many contributions also. They present their research at national and international meetings. They publish in a variety of peer-reviewed journals, and they're also active in professional organizations. One example is the American Association of Pharmaceutical Scientists. We have a very active student chapter here at the school. That group invites speakers from academia and from the pharmaceutical industry, and they come in and give seminars and so forth, which is very beneficial for the faculty, for the school in general. And of course, they also serve as teaching assistants in our laboratories. The faculty are busy teaching and mentoring our student pharmacists as well as our graduate students as well. And we'll hear from one of our faculty members today. Dr. Patel Shuri is our faculty inductee, and you'll be hearing from Dr. Patel a little bit later. So we'd like to thank our current members for their hard work and for their accomplishments. And at this time, I'd like to turn to the actual induction process and tell you a little bit about how we're going to proceed this afternoon. So I'm going to turn things over to Dr. Rotz shortly, and Dr. Rotz, with the help of the officers of the class of 2022, will begin the process. So I'd like to once again just introduce those officers, since they're going to be involved in the ritual in just a minute. President Jesus Arriaga, Vice President Michael Valperio, Secretary Jordan Plummer, and Historian Latifatu Ojo. So Dr. Rotz will start by reading the names of each of the inductees, and as the name is called, we'll be showing the inductee's picture. Once all the names are called, Dr. Rotz and the officers that I just mentioned will proceed with the reading of the ritual. Immediately following the ritual, we'll have the installation of the new officers, the officers for the class of 2023. And then finally, we'll hear from our faculty inductee, followed by the dean of the school, and then we'll hear from Senior Associate Dean for Professional Programs. So at this point, I'll turn things over to Dr. Rotz and the officers of the class of 2022. Dr. Rotz.
Thank you, Dr. Canny. So we will begin with the Rho Chi Society induction ritual right now. So President and members of Rho Chi, the persons before you have proved themselves worthy of membership in the Rho Chi Society. I will be presenting them at this time to be initiated. So first, we will start out with the Rho Chi class of 2023 PharmD candidate inductees. Abigail Atwater. Sarah Ayubi. Youssef Aziz. Antonio Berardi. Rohail Bilal. Grace Bringhurst. Jenna Lee Cantalos. Fong Chen. Matteo Giallo, Kosha Gandhi, Angusam Gebreyesus, Julie Hong, Mary Hong, Safwan Khan, Seth Kolpak, Zong Li, Wei Jialin, Abdullah Muhammad, Emily Nowatarski, Jacqueline Quenzer, Ryan Scanlon, Stephen Schaffner, Carolyn Shaker, Yu Su, Stanley Tang, Keaton Tower, Duke Ton, Jaisha Valerio, Karen Wang, Christina Zografakis. Next, we will induct the class of 2021 Masters of Science candidate inductee, Bayan Al-Shirori. Next, we will induct the class of 2021 PhD candidate inductee, Casey Radis. And finally, we will induct our honorary faculty member inductee, Dr. Nema Patel Shori. Congratulations to all. And at this time, we will begin the induction ritual.
Candidates of Rho Chi, by your academic record and personal qualities, you have merited a place among us. As members, it will be entrusted to your ability and conscience to nurture the ideals and interests of our chapter and our national fellowship. Listen now to a resume of Rho Chi's history, where it reveals the intense feeling and high purpose of the men and women who brought into being an honorary society in pharmacy.
In Greek letter fraternal societies in pharmacy long before the establishment of an honor society in pharmacy. For years, plans have existed for special kind of fraternal group whose main purpose would be to stimulate scholarship and research, and whose membership would reflect the intellectual and human quality necessary to breathe life into society's aim. The efforts of many bore fruit on May 19, 1922, when the first chapter of Rho Chi, instituted at the University of Michigan, was given national recognition. Sanctioned by the organization, now called the American Association of Colleagues of Pharmacy, the society grew. Our own Beta Lambda chapter was the 58th to be organized and receive approval of all other member chapters. The high standard maintained by Rho Chi have resulted in general recognition of membership as a distinction analogous to election to great honor societies in other fields of scholarship.
It is into this tradition and respected fellowship that we invite you. We have chosen with care, mindful of the responsibilities that will be yours, for soon in your hands will rest the welfare of this Beta Lambda chapter, which others have labored to establish and maintain.
Rho Chi offers you an opportunity and stimulus for greater service. Our membership confers distinction, But keep this well in mind, no distinction, no honor, no privilege comes to anyone without added responsibilities. Listen well to our mission and vision in order that you may better understand the high honor of membership and what is expected of a Rho Chi member.
The Rho Chi Society, Pharmacy's academic honor society, encourages and recognizes excellence in intellectual achievement and fosters fellowship among its members. Further, the society encourages high standards of conduct and character and advocates critical inquiry in all aspects of pharmacy. The Rho Chi Society seeks to achieve universal recognition of its members as lifelong intellectual leaders in pharmacy. As a community of scholars, the society will instill the desire to pursue intellectual excellence and critical inquiry to advance the profession. Your actions should reflect pharmacy at its best and the high standards symbolized by your Rho Chi insignia.
The emblem of the society is the octagonal key bearing the Greek letters Rho Chi, combined to form that ancient and common symbol in pharmacy representing the use of medication in healthcare. The 8 sides of the key have evolved to represent the elements that form the foundation of our profession: chemistry, biology, physiology, pharmaceutics, pharmacology, the biomedical, social/administrative, and clinical sciences. Our colors are purple and white, the royal purple of the highest intellectual efforts and the white of truth and loyalty. Our purposes lie in the unswerving aim of our members to adhere to and promote the highest ideals in pharmacy, both scientific and cultural.
And now, with full knowledge of the purpose and aims of Rho Chi, are you willing to join the society, to support the society, and to work with the society to your best of your ability? If so, signify by saying I am.
I am.
As officers of the Rho Chi Society, we warmly welcome you into our fellowship.
All right, thank you, Jesus. Lastly, we would like to install the new officers for the class of 2023. We now ask the newly elected officers of the Beta Lambda chapter to stand and receive their oath of office.
These are the officers that will hold office until spring 2022. Newly elected officers, class of 2023, President Karen Wang, Vice President Madiu Jallo, Secretary Carolyn Shaker, Historian Ryan Scanlon. As the newly elected officers of the Beta Lambda chapter of the Rho Chi Pharmacy Honor Society for the forthcoming academic year, do you pledge to uphold the bylaws of the Rho Chi Society and to attempt, to the best of your ability, the assigned duties of the respective offices to which you have been elected? If so, signify by saying, I do.
I do.
As president of the Rho Chi Society, I accept your affirmation and extend to you my best regards in the coming year.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is appropriate to offer congratulations to our initiates and newly elected officers. And now I will hand it off to Dr. Canny to introduce our honorary faculty inductee.
All right, thank you, Dr. Rotz, and congratulations to our newest Rho Chi members. At this time, we'll have a few words from our honorary faculty inductee. Dr. Nema Patel Shuri is a clinical professor in the Department of Pharmacy Practice. She contributes to several pathophysiology and therapeutics modules and also coordinates residency programs for the school. Her research interests include ambulatory care, cardiovascular disease, and women's health. Dr. Patel is an excellent teacher, clinician, and researcher, and we're proud to have her as the newest faculty member of the Beta Lambda chapter. Dr. Patel?
Thank you, Dr. Canny, for that introduction. I'm both honored and flattered to be inducted to this prestigious honor society. First, I want to congratulate each of you. Today, we honor your achievements in scholarship and leadership. Many of you have worked extremely hard to get here and should be very proud of yourself. This last year, you transitioned from in-person classroom and campus experience to virtual ones. Navigating this uncharted territory was not easy, but you showed perseverance and determination to continue to strive towards academic excellence Rho Chi members not only are able to maintain high scholastic achievement, but as Dr. Canny pointed out, they're involved in tutoring activities, members of committees, advanced research, and ultimately advance our profession. Finally, the greatest characteristic that I see in Rho Chi members and love is the love of learning. I humbly thank you for the honor of being inducted, and congratulations to the new inductees. You're among the best of the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Patel. I'd now like to introduce Dr. James Panya. Dr. Panya is Dean of the school and Professor of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Dean Panya has a long history of excellence in teaching and in performing cutting-edge research in the pharmaceutical sciences. Currently, he is focused on investigating nanoparticle-based approaches to overcome tumor drug resistance. Dr. Panya.
Thank you, Professor Canny. Hello, everyone, and thank you for inviting me to participate in this 2021 Rho Chi Society Induction Ceremony. The Beta Lambda chapter of the Rho Chi Society is the embodiment of excellence at the Temple University School of Pharmacy. Your recognition here today is a testament to your dedication and hard work. The true rewards, of course, will come through the course of your careers, as you will no doubt be productive and successful. Congratulations to each and every one of you who, both the new inductees and also existing members. And thank you today and in advance for being a shining example of the education and training that you receive here with us. Once again, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Panya. Lastly, I'd like to introduce Dr. Aina Calaguero. Dr. Calaguero has a long history at the School of Pharmacy. In her current role as Senior Associate Dean for Professional Programs, she continues to teach and to do an excellent job of overseeing the didactic and experiential portions of the entire professional curriculum. She's a dedicated educator and administrator who always has the students' best interest in mind. Dr. Calaguero.
Thank you, Dr. Canny. I want to thank the members of Rho Chi for inviting me to say a few words to you today. It's an honor to celebrate your accomplishment today and to also celebrate with those who you love, who have supported you in accomplishing this educational excellence. Take time today to savor this moment. The pharmacy curriculum is rigorous, to say the least. You not only excelled academically, but you did so during a pandemic while learning remotely. You continue to show resilience and commitment to your education and to becoming a pharmacist. You should be very proud of yourselves. I'm sure you agree that knowledge is a gift, but to have value, you must share it. Rho Chi Society has a special place in my heart and a really important role within the School of Pharmacy. As you tutor students, participate in the prep program, helping first-year students transition from the undergraduate curriculum to a professional program. You provide community service and leadership. You have helped others succeed academically and help them achieve their dream of becoming a pharmacist, which will be transformational. Thank you. Nelson Mandela said that education is the most powerful weapon which we have to change the world. I look forward to seeing you go forth and make your part of the world better. To the officers, I thank you for your leadership, for putting together this outstanding, beautiful program today, for being such outstanding role models. To those of you who are being inducted, I look forward to working with you and seeing you follow and exceed the accomplishments of those who came before you. Good luck and congratulations.
All right, thank you, Dr. Calaguero. I'd like to close our celebration today by congratulating all of the inductees. I'd also like to congratulate the family, friends, and loved ones out there who provided the love and support that made this journey possible. None of us get very far in life without the love and the support of others. So please be sure to take the time to thank those who supported you through this difficult curriculum and to deal with other aspects of your life. As a Rho Chi advisor, it's a pleasure and honor each year to congratulate the new members of the society. In fact, being involved with Rho Chi over the past 20 years or so has been one of the highlights of my academic career. And I'd like to take this time to personally thank all of you for your hard work and dedication and for making our jobs as educators so pleasurable and rewarding. And finally, let me remind you what Dr. Rotz read during the initiation ritual. No distinction, no honor, no privilege comes without added responsibility. So we encourage you to go out and get involved and help shape the future of your profession. So to the inductees, best wishes for a bright and rewarding future. To our guests, thanks again for being here to support these dedicated students and to celebrate their accomplishments. Take care and be safe. Bye-bye.